What do you think this movie is going to do for people?
I think it's going to awaken their souls and their spirits. I think it's going to teach them about love and life and about why we do what we do as human beings and the contrast, the dichotomy between good and evil. I think it's going to wake people up to the reality of the spiritual existence. Thank you.
Hey everyone. So about a month ago, we wrapped what was probably the most special project I've done to date. I thought a regular post wouldn't do, so here's a little behind the scenes video instead. Mary Magnum Jiu-Jitsu Nun was the last project I was actively developing with my boy Dennis. We had to come up with something with a nun in it to satisfy the production company that was commissioning me to make something. We had been brainstorming ideas for it, many moons ago now it seems. And in fact, he was the one who came up with the name, Mary Magnum. He was also insistent we would have our lead Paula Ray Taylor, who he knew from working on Prepare to Die, utilize her judo skills and, in his words, throw a bunch of mofos. After his unexpected passing, I wasn't sure I was going to be able to make this movie at all anymore. Honestly, I was pretty incapable of anything for the first couple of months, much less writing a feature script and trying to make it without him. He was not only my creative collaborator on this, he was going to play a role as well as be the action choreographer. I just didn't see how I could do it without him. Time went on, and given work had been so slow, I realized I had to do something soon. And luckily, Paula, who was playing the lead, and Rob Dill, who was going to play the lead villain, were always in my corner saying they would do whatever they could to help me get it made. Then soon after, Jerry Quill and Cooper Andrews, both who were very close to Den, jumped on board and wanted to be a part of it. That's when I realized I had to make this movie, and that it was going to be a tribute to our fallen friend. Once we had that mindset, things started falling into place. After some revamping of the story, I was finally able to get the thing written, and next thing I knew, we were off and running, producing this extremely micro-budget passion project pretty much on our own. Enter my homie, Aubrey Reynolds. Who ended up being incredibly valuable in helping me get all the nuts and bolts in order. She was my LP/AD hybrid, sorta, and she crushed it. So with her, Paula, Rob, Coop, and Quill on board as my co-producers, basically, we pulled what seemed like the impossible off. It was tough, but we did it, and I can't possibly thank them enough. I also got to give a shout out to my friends Patrick Hubbard and Amelia Haynes, who I had worked on several other past projects with, who came all the way out from Oklahoma to lend their skills to this tiny production. Without them, and without my production designer/prop master Charlie Harris, the movie wouldn't be what it is. What really touched me was how many people came out of the woodwork to be a part of it. People whose lives were positively affected by Dennis in so many different ways. They all really wanted to participate and contribute in any way they could. Everyone from Andrew Caters, Morgan Benoit, Joseph Oreste, Alvin Singh, Brian Sloyer, Sean Charney, to really old school homies from the Bay like Ray Carbonell and Troy Carbonell, who've known Den longer than I have, to Seti Sabella and Lucas Akuma. These are all guys who go way back with Den and have their own unique connections to him. Even Den's sister Rosie came out and did a cameo appearance for us. So many more people came through, too numerous to mention. Some seasoned pros who could have done many other things with their time. So seeing them all come together for this project was honestly awe-inspiring. It made me realize that while the movie itself now has an homage to Den written into the framework of the story, the true tribute to him was just the way we did this. All these friends coming together, no outside interference, creative control, guerrilla style. We all wore multiple hats, just surrounded by homies that wanted to be there. That's what he always wanted. So many times I'd imagine him looking upon us and just smiling that big smile he had because he was so happy to see us doing it. I could go on and on about how magical this experience was. I'm full of so much gratitude for the opportunity to make this movie and for everyone's help on it. But I'll end here. I'm looking forward to getting to share the final movie with you all. Thanks for listening and watching.
Go again, guys. That's pretty dope, though.
Going again.